Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is finally week 6, technically week 7, but week 6 of the Sirdar Christmas Crochet Along, and we are now finally down to the border. So I did not record on Wednesday or Thursday. I was just hanging out. I wanted to weave in some ends and get some of the train wheels on because I'm still working on that. And then I ended up just crocheting the corner squares and sewing those on along with the Santa hat and the stocking. So here is one of the corners, and then you can see there I have I sewed on the Santa hat and then the stocking, have that in there, and we have the little elf hat in the other corner, and then the other corners over here are the same, just slightly opposite, right? And if I lift this up, so we have 2 rows. You can see that there. We have 2 rows done for the train wheels, and we still have 2 rows minus 1 needed for the train wheels. So sewing on just takes a lot of time for me personally. I really like to have it all sewn down pretty securely because, for example, if you see this first one, it's sewn down, but there's kind of this lip, whereas like this green one, there's no like little lip that can be pulled up, and that's because I just wanted to sew down each loop essentially on the outside just so it would be a little more seamless. So that doing it that way just takes a lot more time for me personally, so I am slowly but surely getting there. So now since I have these corners in, we can actually do the border edge. And I think the first color we start with is Signal Red. This is all I have from the first ball, and yes, I do have another one in my box over here, so we're going to go through this first, see how far it gets us, and then we'll start the next ball and do the rest of the border colors. Okay, first round of the border is done. We did not need to get into the second ball of red, which is really nice. I think I would have needed to if I didn't have that stash of red from the previous crochet along. So it's very nice that now, instead of just like a half ball used, I have a full ball left over. So this is how much red we ended with, and now we just have 7 more rows to do. So now we are going to grab our cornfield. It's this nice pretty yellow here, and we need to, let's see, we're going to be working in the back loop only and do half double crochets. So easy peasy. Okay, so there is the second row done. So now we have the third row using emerald. This is all I have left from my first skein, but I do have another one in my bag or in the box. So we're definitely going to use all of this, unlike what we did for the red, because for this third round you are going to be working half double crochet instead of single crochet, so it's definitely going to take up more yarn, so we will need to break into that. I like the pop of the yellow so far, and it just looks really good. I'm loving that we're finally getting the border on here and we're gonna have a finished blanket. And already, just before I added the corners, the blanket is pretty big, so it's gonna be a really good size blanket, so I'm very happy with that. Alright, there we are. Row 3 is done. This row is done in the third loop only, and the second row was done in the back loop only, so it's creating this like nice stacked effect. Really like how these colors are turning out. So there's 3, and now we're going to start row 4. This is row 4 done. If it will focus in there. This is the star stitch, and I think this is the most tedious of all the rounds. After this, it's just more half double crochet in the third loop only, I believe. So we at this point are officially halfway done with the border. We have another round of cream, and then I think we end with just rounds of emerald, and then that'll be the border done. Alright, we just finished row 5, which is doing some half double crochet onto the top of the star stitch, and if it will focus, it's a really pretty design, so I love how it turned out. So yeah, like I said, that's row 5. we just have a couple more to do and then the border will be done. And then I still have 14 wheels to sew on. I did just finish watching a show with my husband, and while we were watching it, I wove in the ends on the back where I actually had connected these squares. So that's one less thing to do. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on row 6, which is using lemongrass, and it's just half double crochet as well, so that'll go by pretty quickly, and I'll check back in after that row's done. Okay, round 6 is done. It's looking pretty good. So now we just have essentially 2 rows of single crochet in the emerald color. It's 1 row of normal and then 1 row of reverse single crochet. And then we will be officially done with the border. And then, like I said earlier, we have all these wheels that we still need to sew on, but that shouldn't take too terribly long. So yeah, I'm gonna do the rows of single crochet and I'll check back in. Okay, row 7 is done. The single crochet of the emerald color on top there, looking really nice. So now all we have to do is the reverse single crochet, which I remember trying that stitch a long time ago when I was first starting out, and I thought it was really difficult, so hopefully it goes a lot smoother for me this time. But yeah, that's gonna be the last row, is the reverse single crochet for the border. Then again, like I've said on all my previous updates, just the wheels left. We are in the home stretch. I'm so ready to see the final product of this blanket. It's turned out amazing. I love the stack of the border, like it doing the back loop only and the third loop only. It's created like this little stacked effect, and I think it looks really pretty. Also, the stitch definition of the star stitch, it just looks so good. So yeah, let's do the reverse single crochet for the final round of the border, and then we can pretty much be done with this blanket. Okay, that is the border done. I love how it turned out. So I wasn't sure how the reverse single crochet was gonna be. Like, I didn't know how easy it was gonna be. I didn't know how it was gonna end up looking, but I love how it kind of gives this like rope effect. So it's a really nice finish for the border. Looks pretty solid. Nothing that can get snagged on it. So I'm really pleased with how it has turned out. And we have just a few more ends to weave in for the border. And then this blanket's pretty much done. We have the wheels, and that's it. I'm gonna throw it in the wash wash it, dry it, and then I will share the final look. Hello everyone. So as you can see from my background, the blanket is finally done. I literally just finished it like 30 minutes ago, and it just feels so good to have it done. The little menace right here cleaning the blanket for us, so now I don't have to throw it in the washing machine. But I really love how this blanket turned out. I love all the stitches. I think the border is just my favorite part, just because of the reverse single crochet ending border round. It gave it such a nice finish that, I don't know, I think that is like my new favorite border stitch. I want to try to implement that in a project that I have planned coming up, so we'll see how that goes. It's very weird to do that stitch, but it looks really, really nice, so I'm very happy with that. The wheels were a pain. Just all the appliques, sewing them on, that was a pain. I hate sewing, but the end outcome, just, it looks so good. I really, really like it. Let's see. It's actually a pretty nice sized blanket. I am surprised, but also happy with it. The last two CALs have just been long. They've been wide, but they're also pretty long. And this one is just a nice width and length. It just looks really good. That's gonna be it for today's video and this crochet along. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys had fun making this blanket with me. If you did, if you didn't, I hope you had a good time just following along. And if you want to see more from me in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you like this video. Thank you.